result. If Turkey can hold on, it's a great result for them.
Reisinger getting away from Abdullah. Van Hooydonk playing this one back. Seedorf. Wim Jonk plays it square. Newman. Now Kluivert playing that one back in. Koku. Newman. Nobody wants to take a shot, and in the end, Newman runs it over the byline. Well, the Dutch there, Tommy, were just trying to walk it in.
Oh, they were trying to walk it in, but there was a lot of traffic in there. There's a lot of Turkish players got themselves in there, and they were causing a lot of problems. Newman trying to set it up, and he eventually just walked over the byline with it.
More great football action for you here on ESPN next Wednesday. It's the UEFA Champions League semi-final. Ajax Amsterdam against Juventus, the first leg from the Amsterdam Arena. Catch that one live right here on ESPN. That's the UEFA Champions League semi-final first leg. Here it's World Cup qualifying. Turkey leading the Netherlands by 1-0. Seedorf now for the Netherlands. Getting away from the substitute. Playing this one in. Ball gets cleared. Hooked on its way there by Tayfun.
Well, you could count all 10 of the Turkish players inside of the box there, Mike, and that ball came dropping across. I mean, they're just bringing everybody back.
Here's Wim Jonk. Frank de Boer plays it forward. Kluivert brought down. And it was the captain, Bülent.
Oh, Bülent, you're going to see, just gets tangled up with him, and Patrick Kluivert goes to go over the top of him. Bülent takes him down, comes in low on him, and ensures that he doesn't go anywhere.
Wim Jonk then with the free kick. A two-man wall. Frank de Boer is forward. Ball swinging in. And nobody made the run at the far post. They all stood and watched. And you're starting now, Tommy, to see signs of frustration from some of the Dutch players. They're starting to argue with each other, and this very much is a Dutch trait.
Well, look at this ball as it drops inside. Nobody went for it, and everybody's pointing fingers at one another. Wim Jonk whips this one across, and it's going to take one hop. Could have been a great situation if somebody had come from the deep position, but they didn't.
And the Sars, that one bounce out of play. Edwin van der Sar, Holland's goalkeeper of the year. And this one out quickly. This is Frank de Boer.
Oh, miscommunication there. Nobody near the ball.
Concern on the faces of those Dutch supporters. On the road to World Cup 98 from European Group 7 from the Ataturk Stadium in Bursa. Hakan Şükür's goal in the 53rd minute has given Turkey a 1-0 lead over the Netherlands. And this could be a vital result for Turkey if they can hold on for the remaining 15 or so minutes. With Tommy Smith, I'm Mike Hill. The Netherlands coming into this game unbeaten in their World Cup qualifying. 4 matches played, 4 victories. 17 goals scored, 2 conceded. But they find themselves a goal here behind as Van Hooydonk tried to get that one across. And now Turkey breaking. Tugay. Abdullah completely free on the far side. Still Tugay. He's run into trouble. He took too long. Frank de Boer got in there, but Abdullah there had made a great run, Tommy, and had an acre of space around him.
Oh, all he had to do was touch the ball to him and he would have walked in on the keeper, but it took much too long and Frank de Boer just dispossessed him.
Kluivert plays it wide. Ronald de Boer cuts this one back. Wim Jonk! And just a bit too high there from Wim Jonk.
Oh, Jonk was measuring that one for the top corner, Mike. He hit it off the side of his foot. Well, you see the way he lines it up. He's already inside of the box himself. He tries to hit it in just enough to get it over the keeper. He just didn't measure it properly. It goes over the top by about 6 inches. Look at this. He tries to guide it into the top.
Yeah, it started to dip as it crossed the went over the crossbar. Now Tugay. Abdullah that time losing out. Seedorf. Van Hooydonk. Koku. Koku playing this one to the far post. Van Hooydonk nods it down. Ronald de Boer unable to turn. Now Seedorf. Koku. No way forward. 7 white shirts were back for Turkey. And now they spring forward. Tolune, the big defender, allowed to come all the way forward. Lay back there from Suk and a great save from Van der Sar. Well, Tolune there, the defender who came forward.
Was really well set up, and he gets a nice shot, but Van der Sar makes a good save. He didn't hit it very well, Mike. He hit it much too close to the keeper.
Now, Tugay.
That could have been the icing on the cake there had they put that one away.
Well, Tolune has had a good, strong game at the back. But that time he drifted forward. Nobody policed him. Now, Kluivert. Reisinger with the cross. Roos2 comes out.
Ronald de Boer was in the area but didn't even get close to the ball because Roos2 beat everybody to it. He's very quick off his line.
Roos2 Erekber, 23 years old, the goalkeeper. His 25th appearance today for Turkey. Came to 4, in fact, just before Euro 96. Now Frank de Boer gets the return from Seedorf. Wasn't the best of returns, but Seedorf now has won the ball back for the Netherlands. Kluivert. Now Koku. Frank de Boer. Wim Jonk. Now Ronald de Boer.
I don't understand this. I mean, they got Kluivert 35 yards out on the left wing. I mean, I thought his position would be in the middle, especially in a situation like this, Mike. I mean, especially if you got Van Hooydonk in there who can nod the ball down to him.
Yes, you would think so. Patrick Kluivert, very much a very good goal sniffer. Now he's back inside the penalty area. Here's Arthur Newman. Van Hooydonk there, seen to be held. Seedorf. And now Kluivert and turning and miskicking completely. Now the shot coming in from Wim Jonk. And that wasn't too far wide.
Oh, Patrick Kluivert gets the opportunity before that, Mike, and doesn't get anything on the ball. And Wim Jonk come up from the end. Overmars is coming on for Holland.
Well, there is going to be a substitution for Turkey.
Oh, you're going to see what Wim Jonk does here. Look at that. Just wide of the post. The keeper was beaten, and the defender in front of him, Ugun, just couldn't get a touch on it either.
Tugay is the player who is going off. Tayfour is the player who's coming on. Just his 3rd appearance. And Mark Overmars is coming on now for Holland. Reisinger has gone off, so a defender goes off, an attacker comes on. That's got to tell you something, Tommy.
Well, it certainly means that Holland are going to pull out all the stops, Mike. I mean, is Overmars going to play over on that right-hand side, maybe try to track back as well as being a defender?
Well, Mark Overmars plays on the left-hand side for his club Ajax. Played on the weekend on the right-hand side for the Netherlands.
That's where he's been slotted in again, Mike.
Kluivert. Now Ronald de Boer. Van Hooydonk. And a ball just bounced away there from Patrick Kluivert.
Oh, Van Hooydonk hit it much too hard. You've got to have a soft touch in there. I don't think he has the best feet in the world for guiding the ball around. Brilliant in the air, Mike, but I think his footwork still has to have a little work done on it.
It's really, one would have to say, he is a typical centre forward.
Oh, he's big and strong, certainly.
UEFA Champions League, Borussia Dortmund against Manchester United, the second of our semi-finals from the first leg of the Champions League. You'll be able to see that game on Wednesday immediately following our live coverage of the game between Ajax Amsterdam and Juventus. That's the UEFA Champions League next Wednesday right here on ESPN. A throw now to the Netherlands on the far side. Less than 9 minutes to go. Turkey's best result was a draw here in Turkey in 1959. They drew 0-0. Turkey did win in Holland in 1958. They were in friendly matches. In World Cup qualifiers, it's been 2 wins out of 2 for the Dutch. But they're behind by a goal here.
Oh, they're starting to condense the field now in typical Netherlands style, Mike. But Turkey getting a lot of players back behind the ball.
Good intercept there by Frank de Boer, the captain. Now Patrick Kluivert playing this one across. A lazy ball across, in fact. Easily cut out. Seedorf playing it wide. Overmars had in fact come infield. Now Overmars running at the defence. 2 defenders converge to stop him. Seedorf. Van Hooijdonk plays it back. Koku's shot is charged down. Newman floating this one in. Rustu takes it comfortably.
Oh, the ball was inside, but Rustu, he's been very busy, very alert in that goal line.
Yes, he's a goalkeeper that breeds a lot of confidence in the defenders around him. A long clearance, but it means that Frank de Boer can start the attack from the back for the Dutch.
Looks like the Turkish bench is going to bring on another player, Mike.
Now Koku. Newman. Ronald de Boer. Now Frank de Boer. Ronald de Boer picks out Wim Jonk. Overmars has started to drift in, and Wim Jonk looks up there because there was a lot of space on the far side, but Overmars was so far in.
There was nobody outside at all. I mean, that's where they should have had the position, because they have enough of men in the middle now, because Patrick Kluivert has gone down in the middle and Van Hooijdonk is in there. What they need now is the supply of the ball dropping across.
Abdullah all the way back from the halfway line. Rustu.
Oh, for my money, he's one of the best players that on either side, Mike. Abdullah played a brilliant game.
Well, to be honest, Tommy, every time we've covered Turkey, he's always looked very impressive, and I'm surprised that there's not been a concentration effort by some of the Western European clubs to sign him.
Yeah, and I mean, he is so strong. I mean, he would suit playing in a lot of countries. I mean, he has the skill level and he has the strength, and he doesn't step back from anybody.
Still only 25 years old, so there's still plenty of time yet. Yep, Stam. Frank de Boer. Koku. Now, was there a pull on Van Hooijdonk? Oh, the referee has given out the yellow card, but where's he giving the free kick? Or is he giving it as a penalty?
Well, he's certainly going to give out the yellow card. Let's see where he's going to call it. Must be inside.
Well,
we're going to see again. Let's check it out. The ball is moved inside. Contact is definitely inside of the box. If he gives a yellow card, he's got to give a penalty kick. I mean, there is no other choice in there, Mike. That's it.
Well, it is a penalty. And a chance now for Clarence Seedorf, who's going to step forward. 21 yesterday. And now with an opportunity of tying this all up. The yellow card, I think, has gone to the number 2. That's Ilka. Or is it number 5? Number 5, Alpay. Here's Seedorf. He's put it over. A let-off for Turkey. And a disaster for Clarence Seedorf. He can't believe it.
Oh, the crowd love it. Seedorf just comes up underneath it. He's not even close. I remember him missing one in Euro 96. I'm not sure who he was against, but he hit it something similar to that. Just comes up underneath it. And he doesn't hit this one well at all, Mike. It just takes off on him.
Well, Clarence Seedorf, 21 yesterday. There's confirmation that Alpay got the yellow card, but the penalty missed by Clarence Seedorf.
Well, that's definitely a point gone down the drain if they lose now, because they should have tied it on that.
Well, a poorly taken penalty after Pierre Van Hooijdonk had been pulled down inside the penalty area. Philip Cocu that time with the header.
Oh, it was a kind of a dubious call, Mike. I'm not sure. Here's Cocu rising to this one. Gets there in front of everybody and powers it over the top. Typhoon trying to get in on top of him, but...
We're going to get another substitution for Turkey. The player waiting to come on is Oguz. 64th international appearance if he comes on. Player brought on purely, I'm sure, for the experience. Mustafa Denizli, the coach, can hardly contain himself at the moment.
Oh, the flags are waving here. They're very passionate, Mike, about this.
Well, Oguz is going to come on. I'm trying to work out who Turkey are going to take off. Nobody wants to go off Tommy at the moment, and you can understand why.
If they can get away with it, they won't take anybody off. Abdullah's coming off, Mike, which is... It's just a case of him running himself into the ground. He's tired out a little bit.
Well, he's had an outstanding game, but they've brought on a player now with so much experience. Oguz, his 64th international appearances as Van Hooijdonk, wins that challenge in the air. .90 seconds left, plus any time to be added on for stoppages. The Netherlands coming into this game unbeaten in World Cup qualifying, finding themselves now a goal behind. And this was the goal scorer, Hakan Suka.
Oh, it's such a long time ago, but he took it so well, Mike.
He certainly did. It was his third goal in World Cup qualifying. Inside the final minute, Arthur Newman with the throw. Frank de Boer. Now Wim Jonk. Now Ronald de Boer. Ball nodded back. Rustu can't keep it in. It's going to be a corner, surely. Rustu can argue the point.
Oh, the ball was out over the line. You could see the line, Mike, this side of the ball.
And Rustu, in fact, has got a yellow card. Or was it Bulent? I thought the referee initially went for the yellow card for the goalkeeper for throwing the ball away, but it might have gone for Bulent for something that he said.
That's a lot of yellow cards.
Netherlands have a corner.
Oh, there's a bit of an altercation inside of the box. Cards are out again, Mike.
And of course these can prove to be a nuisance value as they start to mount up as qualification continues. Certainly there's a little bit of argy-bargy going on at the moment. Van Hooijdonk is being manhandled there by Alpay, who's got to be careful. He's already been booked. Ball played wide. Ronald de Boer. And just going back to that penalty miss, Tommy, you have to wonder why Seedorf was allowed to take it when you've got Frank and Ronald de Boer and Wim Jonk who regularly take penalties for their clubs.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
And it could have there been completely immaterial because the Netherlands there nearly conceded a second goal. They were outnumbered as Turkey came forward quickly. Van der Sar was relieved to see the shot go wide. Is there time? Over a minute of stoppage time has been played. Van Hooijdonk there trying to nod that one down. And Kluivert also going for it. Kluivert's been penalised. All eyes now on Manuel Diaz-Vega from Spain.
Look at that shot. It just whistled wide. Van der Sar never reacted to it, Mike.
No, he just stood and watched. Hakan Suka has scored the only goal. It came in the 53rd minute. It's the goal that separates these two teams. A game that has seen 4 yellow cards. As we come up towards 2 minutes of stoppage time, Van der Sar trying to urge the Dutch forward. Surely now only seconds away from losing their 100% qualification record, or are they? Kluivert, Rustu takes that one comfortably. Referee has checked his watch. There is the final whistle. It's all over. The Netherlands have been beaten for the first time in World Cup qualifying on the road to France 98. And Turkey, with that victory, are now very much in the reckoning in this European Group 7. Clarence Seedorf's penalty miss could prove to be crucial. It was in this game. It finished. Turkey 1, the Netherlands 0. More when we return on the road to World Cup 98.
The Olympic Games prove what we all knew, that the Opals are a force in world basketball. Now the Australians meet the challenge from the land of the rising sun. The Opals clash with Japan, Sunday at 10 on Sports Australia.
Horizon Learning Channel, something worth thinking about for everyone. From preschoolers to big kids.
Hi, I'm Jay. Welcome to Video.
And even bigger kids, mum and dad.
Men like Cicero.
Horizon makes learning fun. From helping the environment to fixing up your garden and things like how to buy and use computers. Become Chef of the Year in your own home.
That is exquisite.
Create a perfect picture with tricks of photography. Put the zest back into life with health and fitness. Explore our expanding universe. Take a course that may even be used as a credit towards a university degree. There's study guides and textbooks to help you. Just phone toll-free or email for your free copy of the course guide. It really is something to think about. Horizon Learning Channel on Channel 24.
See it all right here. We got all the cool stuff. See, we don't watch them when they kiss the power and the fashion life was meant to be like this. See it all, come alive. The main attraction right before your eyes. See it all, only with your Optus vision. See it all, only with your Optus vision.
Coming up on ESPN.
Welcome back then. Turkey 1, the Netherlands 0. The celebrations are continuing here in Bursa. First time that this stadium has staged an international game, and for Turkey, well, it's a victory. And it was a victory because of a goal from Hakan Suka. Let's have a look back at the highlights. The goal coming in the 53rd minute. Delightful move, great finish.
Oh, Ilker's the man coming up along the right wing. Nobody picked him up. The Turkish team had been in control of the ball for about 25 touches before that. And then he just powers it across, and watch Suker coming on the end of it. He times it perfectly. He gets in behind Jap Stam and he puts the ball away. What a goal for Turkey. Look at this. Nobody went out after him. He's left all alone out there. He has the time to look up. His placement is perfect. He rises to it. Van der Sar goes the wrong way. That's a beautiful goal, Mike. It doesn't get any better than that. That's as good a goal you're going to see.
Well, the Netherlands had their chances. Clarence Seedorf there was put through by Patrick Kluivert. He was denied there by the legs of Rustu. It wasn't to be Seedorf's day because the Netherlands were given a penalty. Van Hooijdonk was the player who was brought down, and Clarence Seedorf then had a great opportunity, Tommy.
Oh, and he just skies this one over the top, Mike. Look at that. I mean, he hits it so badly. No excuse for hitting a penalty like that in a situation like this. You got to at least make the keeper save it.
Well,
Look at
so
that.
many players in the Dutch team who regularly take penalties for their clubs. But Clarence Seedorf there, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way, but the ball way above the crossbar. A let-off that for Turkey. As we look at the final statistics, and the Dutch came back strongly in the second half, Tommy, because they won out on the shots in the final statistics.
Well, they controlled the game in the second half, but they just weren't fit to take care of any of the opportunities they got. They're still well clear of the top, Mike. Still in good shape.
Yes, and Turkey with that victory now have put pressure on Belgium. They trail by 2 points. Belgium, though, do have a game in hand. Hakan Suker, though, is the hero tonight for Turkey. It was his goal in the 50th.